Ghostbusters is a film series based on Ivan Reitman's same-named movie from 1984. See the same-named review. In 1989 came, with the same actors and director, At Last Far Too Late, the sequel Ghostbusters 2, which some have already given up on. The plot plays 5 years after the first one.
Hiding summer's age no more. No more leaves in summer sky.
It is about an underground slime flow in the sewers, which was created by the negative energy of the New Yorkers. Also we get Vigo, an evil prince of the early modern period, who wants to use Dana's child to get back to life, which would naturally lead to the enslavement of the whole world. What else? To stop him, the Ghostbusters charge the slime positively and spray it at everyone and everything as it fits the script. The movie is one boring snorefest with people in it who would rather obvious be somewhere else. Bill Murray plays many scenes not even in the Ghostbusters outfit, but apparently just in regular clothes. He copies almost one-on-one the plot of the first movie and has with Vigo a super lame boring villain whose strengths and weaknesses came off like they were during the shooting just pulled out of a lottery wheel. His motivation to want only that particular child makes no sense whatsoever. And at no moment it becomes clear if he controls the slime or if he is a result of the slime's appearance, how the slime can be used to move things, and the most important question, how many slimy producers took a look at this script and said, fuck it, who cares, let's just make a quick buck. Ghostbusters 2 Ghost Boogaloo feels like a quick rehash in which all the ingredients were thrown into a pot, served with a sauce of fan service.
Say you're back this way again.
The effects in which the secretary now has to necessarily look like the one in the animated series,
It's turning cold.
or Slimer just straight up memes a bus driver, showcase that no one gave a fart on even trying to create something new or, God forbid, unique. 1997 40 25-minute episodes of the US animated series Extreme Ghostbusters appeared as follow-up of the real Ghostbusters, in which again 4 Ghostbusters are chasing with proton radiators ghosts to catch them with their ghost trap. From the old team the secretary remained, Dr. Egon Spengler gives the trainer, and of course the most important character of all times, which should be put by law in each TV series, Slimer. The extreme in the title can for sure be understood as extreme pandering to everything and everyone. You rarely find political correctness presented in a more cowardice form as presented here. The character list reads like the Minority Report. We have the black one, the Mexican guy, a goth girl, and even someone in a wheelchair. When the series appeared at the time, I didn't care for it since I was too old for kids shows. In a recent watch of some episodes for the review, I thought they were quite okay and kind of entertaining. A judgment of which the next and certainly weakest candidate can only dream of.
It will haunt you every night. Whatever they are, no one should have to encounter that kind of evil. Except you girls, I think you can handle it.
Oh, good. Thanks.
With Paul Feig's 2016 reboot Ghostbusters Answer the Call came a female-led version to the big screen. Erin is a doctor of practical physics and co-author of Abby, who wrote a book on the paranormal. Together with an engineer and a subway worker, they rent a headquarters and engage Thor himself as secretary. Following the successful ghost hunt on a rock concert, the four are known as Ghostbusters.
No, I'm tired.
No, listen.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take off. How about that?
I don't really think that's a good idea.
No, going to take off. Don't upset the ghost.
Holtzman, you're a brilliant engineer. Aaron, no one's better. Dedicated our whole lives to studying the paranormal.
I'm joining the club. You guys are really smart about this science stuff, but I know New York. And I can borrow a car from my uncle.
As heated discussions came up in the media during the 2-year production period, which affected sensitive issues such as feminism, racism and sexism, I will try to express myself as diplomatically and politically correct as possible, because I don't want to hurt anyone's feeling or offend anybody in any way. Ghost Bitches Don't Answer the Call is an unwatchable piece of shit, especially the four god-awful so-called actors, which job title comedian should be provided by law with the additions the opposite of or not to be confused with. The so-called script, also grown on Paul Feig's dung pile, is a cheap rehash of the original, just in worse. Whole scenes are sometimes bluntly copied. The characters are completely implausible and so poorly written that even capable actors wouldn't be able to save this slug. The uninspired direction grants the performers too often improvisation, and what fart jokes and gross-out humor has to do with women's empowerment is beyond me. The completely talentless lead pulls off her usual embarrassing by-the-numbers fat and clumsy routine, as in any of her so-called comedies, and the director has no intention to give any direction, like in all of his movies, which often consist of cheap rehashes of successful ones, sometimes with women in the man roles, like in his hangover rip-off Bridesmaids. The sexism debate is even for Sony standards so silly and cheap you can just scratch your head. Those who thought after the amazing Spider-Man 2 fiasco or the Adam Sandler disaster Pixels they have learned anything about franchise care or the importance of fans was completely wrong. Here we get a kind of Pixels 2 which scores only by Sandler's absence and abandoned by all good spirits thanks to the exaggerated god-awful CGI it causes with viewers instead of enchantment, disenchantment. The sexism against men is partially unbearable. The jokes are not funny, repeated constantly, and by going so long it shows that most of them are just improvised and nobody gave a fuck on the cut. So it deservedly bombed horribly at the box office. With a $144 million budget, the garbage didn't even manage to make $230 million back worldwide and officially lost over 70 million. It is often rightly referred to as ground zero of entertainment decline through SJW and woke culture.
What is that?
Maybe it's the apocalypse.
Oh my God.
2021 appears Ghostbusters Afterlife, here in Germany Ghostbusters Legacy, with 1 year delay thanks to the worldwide corona scam to reduce and enslave humanity, among others through poison injections fraudulently called vaccinations, by our world destroyer demons from hell and their state-funded terror organizations like WHO and Co. For more information on Fascism 2.0 and the New World Order since March 2020, just look out of the window or watch the COVID-19 84 videos. Best on currently still relatively uncensored platforms like my Telegram, BitChute or Odysee channels, which are also called the Lone Wolf Cub and in the original German version Der Japango. Afterlife is a direct sequel to Ghostbusters 2, set 30 years later, has a new cast and, after 2016, is another attempt to create, under the name Ghost Corps, a Ghostbusters cinecrapic universe whatsoever. Director Jason Reitman is the son of original director Ivan Reitman, and his film ignores, much like the audience back then at the box office, the horrific 2016 disaster. A single mother in the plot, Egon's daughter, Egon Spengler actor Harold Ramis, died in 2014, moves with her children to the estate of their late father, once a member of the Ghostbusters. When supernatural phenomena show up, the kids use their equipment to save the world again. The fan-fiction children's film is a single reference parade that drags on for 2 hours at a snail's pace. The final boss turns out to be Gozer again, of all things, who again sends out his demonic dogs for new keymasters and gatekeepers, yarn, there for no reason little marshmallow man, and so on. The second half in this shamefully flat mishmash rehash is a kind of quick run-through of almost all elements of the first part, just in worse. Ghostbusters Afterthought, made with costs of $75 million, just over $200 million worldwide back. So at best it didn't lose money. And apart from the well-acting lead, who as a child has still no business being there, it has absolutely nothing to offer. All the other characters are just one-dimensional bores, especially annoying the obviously retarded Big Brother and the constantly bubbling podcast. Geistbusters Afterbirth is of course Citizen Kane compared to the last one. That is every movie, even White Noise, but can't even keep up with the Ghostbusters 2 turd. In the horribly lame final, the real Ghostbusters appear for those who are still awake, and even Egon as a CGI ghost.
Hey, have you missed this?
In 2024, the Spengler family returns in Ghostbusters Frozen Empire to New York to take over the family ghost hunting legacy. However, the offspring seems not up with the task, and Phoebe, who doesn't feel taken seriously because of her age, only feels understood from Ghost Melody, while the discovery of an ancient artifact unleashes an evil force. The existence of a top-secret research lab is revealed to the family, which goes nowhere. And at some point, in the final 20 minutes, they have to save the world from a second ice age, because they remember the film title. But until then, most of the time something is told or explained, and it's just boring, or makes no sense at all, like Phoebe's spontaneous 2-minute suicide to separate her ghost from her body for no reason. And how is a despiritualized, aka dead, body able to speak the ghost release formula? Was this the whole time the villain's master plan? Was there even a script? Ghostbusters Afterthought, Frozen franchise by Gil Keenan, see also the Poltergeist remake from 2015 in the same named Exorcism, is almost like a real-life version of the animated series, and slightly better than its predecessor, so just the plague instead of cancer, but suffers, besides of a completely uninteresting children ghost hunter story, again from its eternally long cast list. The 4 new ones just boring, 4 of the old ones just depressing, 4 more permanent supporting characters just awful, the melody ghost just gay, etc. Which apart from Phoebe, who once again is center and front, practically all get in Ghost Spenglers answer the call back the short end, but especially the viewer, who is for another 2 hours constantly reminded how good the first and only real Ghostbusters was.